Hello, this is me, Melekh, again, and this is my second podcast. This is kind of a reaction video. The question is, what is the best investment for 2024? So, I'm going to Russell Brand, and we're going to cheat, and we're going to go for the 37% gain. So, we'll just watch.
There tells you a lot more than the empty rhetoric that they may use on the steps of one of those sacred buildings. But if you invade them without a ticket or without permission, people are literally sobbing on the news. Let's have a look at how ABC News report on this.
As long as a trade is reported before 45 days, there's no law preventing members of the House or Senate from trading stocks.
Even this insider
pass or committees they sit on
insider trading
influence a company's stock price.
Almost as if people try to occasionally introduce laws to prevent that, but whenever those laws are introduced, the people
or
are
an app
in charge of
that
voting
can
whether or not those laws
help us
take
advantage of their loophole.
Benefit from there not being any regulation against me doing this or engaging in these practices, so I'm not going to do that. And isn't that the sense you get from politics across the world? Those of you in the UK watching this post office scandal unfold will realise that this is something that happened ages ago. Now, both political parties are pretending to care because it's been on the television. There are very few moral scruples within these institutions because these institutions require...
They should have the highest moral scruples, shouldn't they?
That's why it takes a long while to create.
We need people that are honest in office. They shouldn't be taking bribes or doing insider trading.
It wouldn't be beneficial for the people that are within those.
I mean, that's basically embezzlement.
Things being exactly as they are.
Outraged at first, Chris then saw an opportunity to get in on the action. He moved out west and with
we got an opportunity.
Launched the app Autopilot.
The Autopilot.
Users follow a politician's trades and then copy them.
I mean, that is amazing. If you just did that, you would be ahead of the market. I mean,
yeah.
Is there any...
Now, how's that for investment opportunities?
If you simply do what people in Congress are doing, you will make money. That, in a sense, means you could kind of collapse the whole system. What's the point in the stock market? What's the point in consultants? What's the point in traders and stock market and all of these...
You just got to get Autopilot. Isn't that awesome?
Right, well, that's the end of it, isn't it? But doesn't that show you the degree of institutionalized corruption?
So now, we got an even playing field.
Same stock a lawmaker does at whatever dollar amount they like.
At what point does this become illegal?
The company now has users dedicating tens of millions trying to grow their own bank accounts by mimicking lawmakers' market moves. But the app has also become a rallying cry for a new generation of investors, pointing out what they say is a rigged
So take advantage of it when you can.
535 men and women with serious political influence buy and sell stocks.
And if they're going to cheat, lie, cheat, and steal, then
lawmakers can't trade on inside information, meaning details out of the hands of the general public. But a hypothetical senator could vote for an infrastructure bill and then buy stock in a company that was publicly awarded a project to build a bridge in their district.
Wow. That's called the buy-off, isn't it?
Dichotomies of just like the toil of asphalting a road in galoshes and just shoveling down. Meanwhile, we could be exploiting that for profit. There's so much scope for radical change.
They could even sit on the Armed Services Committee and trade in the stock of a defense contractor receiving a sizable government contract.
And now, you know how to take advantage of their benefit to make money for yourself.
Companies that I personally invest in. You were actually in the building. You're going to prison. You were in the environment.
Wow.
You're going to prison. You used the turf.
And nothing ever even happened on what's it called, 6 or whatever.
Now,
I mean, nobody did anything. It's a witch hunt. It's crazy.
In the past few years, thousands online began relishing.
I've never seen anything that anybody did anything.
This is a red flag.
They use the rights to go into a building.
Finance guy who started pouring over members of Congress's trades when he was bored during the early months of the pandemic.
Awesome.
He was just bored. He started doing it out of boredom. So that pandemic, it created so much change, didn't it? It created such a fissure in society, people being locked in their homes, so much doubt in our institutions, such a total lack of trust.
They're making money and we're losing money, but now you know how to make money.
The full moniker Unusual Whales. Whales' data finds members of Congress's stock portfolios consistently beat the S&P 500.
Cool,
Wow.
Banksy style. He's going anonymous. Respect.
One example Wales pointed us to was the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and the regional banking crisis. Then, some lawmakers on
Boy, that was a
congressional
setup,
committees that
wasn't it?
govern the financial system
Talk about
jumped
setting up somebody
SVB
to
and
fall.
other bank stocks
Boy,
during
oh
the
boy.
turmoil, many before their price
That was
plummeted.
100% the
Not
government.
illegal, Wales says, but eyebrow-raising.
Gonna have
I
to raise
know.
an eyebrow for that. Knowing what you know about the ethics and morality of the occupants of those buildings, do you think it's possible that it would cross their mind, for example, when voting on whether to continue to aid conflict between Ukraine and Russia? They might go, oh, that might be beneficial, or whether to invest in, as they said, in infrastructure, which doesn't seem to be happening a hell of a lot, or
I
whether to invest in
know.
some big tech or a water contract to Google or Facebook. Think of the kind of relationships. This is without getting into lobbying or donations. Actually,
All right,
it's
well,
not
this is
hyperbole
getting
to say
on to the point.
system is
So, anyway, that's your insider trading information for the 2024, your best investment of the year. And I don't want to get off point, but it's some seriously good points. Russell Brand had exposed the entire Watergate between March and June with the Kennedy interview. And Kennedy's interview, he was telling the truth, man. He's spot on. So, God bless you all, and I love you all. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.